today. So, so I was actually able to get everything kind of recorded, and I realized, holy shit, I forgot something that's gonna make the video even better. So once again, gotta record it. Yeah. So this makes take five. I've had to do this crap on. All right. So hopefully nothing jacks up. Knock on wood. I mean, really. I mean, this is plywood. This is some type of wood. So we'll knock on that. All right. All right. So one of my followers on Twitch, Big Lewis, you know, was always there for me. Basically, was almost my first follower when I was first doing when I was first on Twitch as a Pokemon Go streamer. Has made it to almost all my streams. There's been quite a few that the poor guy hasn't made it to, but I don't expect the guy to actually make it to my streams, and neither should really anybody else. If you're a streamer, um, so the amount of support Lewis has given me has been amazing, and this video is basically just me saying thank you. And so I asked him, because everyone's opinion about my videos matter to me, and he's no exception. I message him on Twitch. I'm just like, hey man, listen, what kind of videos you want to see? He goes, I want to see more Pokemon Go videos. All right, I understand that. What type? You want PvP only? You want, Go Fest? What do you want, man? And he goes, I want a progression video. I'm like, I can hopefully hook you up with that. And that's what been trying to do. So let's progress. Let's just see how far my progression is and why did I progress? Why did my progressions fall off? Okay, so let's start with that. Let's go my Pokedex. So of course, everybody, unless you're like a streaming new player, should have the 151 Pokemon in the Kanto region. All right, there should be no excuse besides the fact that you just started and you unfortunately, you know, it wasn't there for all the events, but for all the Kanto people, for all Kantos, I got every single one. That includes Mew, which was nice for the first Pokemon Go Fest research stuff. Honestly, I didn't mind going to Go Fest that time because I heard it was a cluster fuck, and I was like, well, is what it is. And don't get me wrong, I want to go to a Go Fest, but I don't want to go, but I don't want to buy what they got going on now, if that makes sense. No, I still might just to have the taste of Go Fest, but we'll see what happens with that. All right, let's go to Johto. Now, Johto, I am actually missing two Pokemon, Heracross and Corsola. Now, I came about that close to getting a Heracross while I was in Florida. I'm sitting there, I'm at Chili's, and they were really packed full before the coronavirus hit. And this biker guy comes up to me and goes, hey, man, I really like your shirt. Can I join you? I'm like, yeah, man, pull up a seat. And, he actually paid for my meal. Real nice guy. And, at Pokemon Go going, he goes, hey, you play Pokemon? I'm like, yeah, he does too. He was Team Mystic. I'm like, you bastard. Anyway. And, I was eating food and everything, and the next I know, new Pokemon comes across. It was Heracross. Unfortunately, the damn thing was 2 miles away from me. I'm like, shit, I'm just gonna let it go. So that's what I did. I let it go. But basically, Corsola and Heracross is the two I need to complete my Johto Pokedex. Not a big deal. Let's go up to the Hoenn League. I believe I'm missing four for the Hoenn League. I believe every single one of them are regional. I believe Tropius is found in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. Raincliffe is found in Australia. The other two, I do not know what they are. I honestly just never did the research. I do not know. But everybody else I got, which is great. Sinnoh League. Now, this is right here is basically when. Sorry about that. It's basically when I started dropping off. Around this time, as you see, my grandmother recently passed away. It was last year, technically, in June. And basically, I had to go from being a full time Pokemon Go streamer to being a streamer inside the house. And and I didn't have the or had equipment to be a Pokemon Go streamer, so I just chose not to do Pokemon. However, I was playing like Apex. I was playing. I tried Fortnite. I couldn't do Fortnite. I tried marbles. I've tried multiple things, and my viewership, unfortunately, it did suffer. But it is what it is. You gotta take the hand that gives you, and you gotta deal with it. But it happens, all right. When she upped and died, I was actually in Washington State, and I had to fly back just to make sure that her kids were not going to take advantage of my grandfather, which he doesn't really appreciate nowadays. And it is what it is, though. That's basically just my whole life in a nutshell. So that's basically when I started falling off the face of the planet. Going to Washington State instead of, man, I would play Pokemon Go, but I wouldn't be playing as much. For when I was back in Virginia, I'll be dictating 8 9 hours, almost a day streaming in Pokemon Go. You know, trying to at least, maybe, yeah. So but when I went to Washington State, I was always doing farm work. I was always doing some type of work. They were able to do it. So, but that's okay though. Nothing wrong with taking a break and whatnot from a game. But most of these Pokemon are just evolutions that I just haven't had time to do yet. Some of them I'll be able to do fairly easy because I do have the candies for them. And then let's see, we'll go ahead and keep going to the to Uva League. Unva. I know I'm saying that wrong. And this is basically when I just completely stopped. Around that time, my grandfather decided he did not want to live in the house that my grandmother and his mother died in, which is very understandable. When he sold it, it took 3 months, and I had to drop out of college, drop my job, basically break up with the girl I was dating at the time. You know, my hand, I'm joking. And, move. The unfortunate side is that he ended up coming back, and this makes my sixth time back in the Virginia, Tennessee side since that year. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been crazy, right? I ain't gonna lie. But anywho, so yeah, that's basically just the Pokedex. I got a lot of spaces that I gotta fill up somehow, but oh well, I don't really know. One of the cool things is that I was able to actually get this Pokemon from the remote rating because the Skagit Go Pokemon community, since the COVID hit, they really haven't been out. They've just been like, oh, hey, I'm in town. Who wants to, stand 6 feet away from each other and fight? Whatever. So, like I said, I stay busy. So now let's go ahead and go to my battle experience. Let's just see how bad I really suck. Wins 192, which I do have a couple. battle clips I may insert. Um, Battles was 389 altogether, which, you know, you could do the math on that. I've lost more than I've won. Lone streak was 9. As for breaking it down, though, my last season I got to rank 7. This season I'm about to get rank 7, something like that. Like it that much if I can win another match or two. I've won for my last season 122, and I battled 246. Once again, I believe I lost more than I won, but that's quite okay. And of course, this time around, I have won 47 battles, and I've battled 88 times. So, you know, whatever, it's all good. All right, but my battle experience in this thing, my battling area sucks. And like I said, I may try to post a clip or two in, but when I'm actually recording on this, like editing on this laptop over here, the lagging is just like, you know, it lags so hard. It's like, oh my god, it makes it really hard to actually edit stuff, and I need to either upgrade it or find me a better laptop. All right. So anyway, so now let's get into the actual Pokemon. You know, this is what y'all came here for, probably. You know, what kind of shinies does Cystion have, most likely? And so let's go ahead and go with first. Let's check out my hundos. All right, now everybody, let's see 100 IV Pokemon. Here they are, right? You got my Charizard, you got my Alolan Golem, you got my Togekiss, Palkia. My Palkia was actually an interesting story. I went to a raid, and basically I was just there. I was a warm body. Boom, 100. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. Same thing happened with the Marowak. It was 100 for a Marowak. Suicune was a research breakthrough. Um, I think that was about it. I don't remember. Feed. This one was a feed bass, and it was hatched from an egg. Yeah, this was hatched as 100. I'm like, yeah. So I actually did walk to 20 km in order to evolve it. Excuse me. All right. It's really hot in this camper. I don't know why the AC hasn't kicked on yet, but I'm sweating over here. I'm glistening, shiny, whatever. All right. So that was, speaking of shinies, let's go ahead and look at our shinies now, right? All right. So basically, all the shines we got is from the community days. You know, that's really the only time I can actually get shines. Apparently, I don't know why. The You will see right here. You will see a couple of ones that are labeled like Sister Sass and Mr. 49er. So let's go with Sister Sass. The Twitch streamer Sassafras, his sister supports his stream. He rated me with her one day, and his community was basically saying, you know, the next shiny I get, I should name it after his sister, Sister Sass, and I went ahead and done it. It was the next shiny I got. It was the Moltres raid day, where me and my buddy Zach, you know, just went ham on Moltreses, and you know, it was funny because the community kind of banded together, made some map and everything where all the gyms are at, and everything had down to a science. If we was able to pull up, beat it within like the first minute, and then leave after it's over and catch it on the way, like going all the way. You know, so I gave Zach my phone, and he was able to catch me Moltres and everything. As for Mr. 49er over here, as a Venusaur, I believe he was working the day. The Bulbasaur Community Day came out, so I'm over here streaming. He comes in my stream and goes, "Listen, man, I missed it. Would you mind naming one after me?" Boom, I got you, man. This one right here, I don't really know how to say it, and I'm not going to attempt it. But this one was a PvP reward for winning XP, like for winning the PvPs. There was like 4 wins out of the premium side, I think, and my first one ever, shiny. And I was talking to a girl on POF, and I was like, "Hey, check this out." She was like, "Oh my god, block." And I'm like, ugh, "Bitch." Anyway, um, like I said, basically all the other ones right here. This Maywile, I hatched it. I was like, yes, love it. That was my second hatched. My first hatch was a Pichu, which I have down here in this area. Where's it at? Pichu right here. Hatched it from egg as well, which is wonderful. Um, but now here's the crazy part, right? Drew Teeny. Now this right here is a whole story, and I do have a clip.
I need to catch this one, at least my last one. I need to ride around to see everything. What the hell happened? I don't know. Like, well, dude, I have no idea. I really don't know.
going to insert. And basically, what happened was that it was Drutini Commute. It was also the first day that I was invited to an EX raid, and it was also one of the first days that I had a falling out with my community group I was in, because everybody wanted to feel powerful while playing Pokemon Go. Mm-mm. And anyway, so me and my buddy Shadow, me and him were basically just, we were walking around the town of Kingsport, Tennessee, and which was a great place to go. I mean, so the Pokestops were in a line, and as you never ran out of balls, man. It was great. It was the perfect place for it, in my own opinion. And it started to rain, so we went ahead. We stopped the game and everything. Got back in my truck and started driving around real slow because everyone else was doing it. There was a lot of traffic that day. And they said, no, you hear a ka-chunk. And like I said, you will hear it in this clip because it was crazy. I was able to park safely, of course. When I backed up my parking spot because I didn't see nothing wrong, my ball joint gave out, snapped right in half, and my right side passenger wheel came off. And I was like, shit. Had to get a tow truck and everything, and then the same thing happened for Chicoria Day. I took my buddy Zach with me, and I heard it pop. I didn't move from my spot. However, he took off. He asked me if I needed help. I'm like, nah, man, you go do what you will go do. He took off, and then the thing I realized my mistake. I'm like, I could have used some help. Shit. Honestly, though, the tow truck guy was really cool about it, though. He was like, I remember you. And he's like, you still playing that, And he used a derogatory word for the game. But I'm like, yeah, I still play it, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, very fun times. Now, um, it's 11:51. Tomorrow's Go Fest, and I hope everyone has a great day at Go Fest. I'm thinking about doing it myself. It's $14, and what I'm thinking about doing for Go Fest is basically saying, okay, I'm going to leave my recording going. I can only hold 3 hours on my memory card right now, which sucks. Um, and it's from 10 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. So I should be able to get some decent content. But I'm also thinking about also whenever I'm recording, commentating as I go, or I just save all the footage up and actually just like make it. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Um, I'm gonna be trying my little best to make some PvP montages in Pokemon Go. The only problem is, you're having a screen like this right here, you're recording, versus a 16 by 9 rectangle, and you got to fill that negative black space with something. And I don't remember how I'm gonna do it, but hopefully I'll think of something, y'all. But that's really just basically it. Um, that's basically all I can really show you. You know. I hope everyone has a great night, day, Middle Eastern. Hope you're having a great beer, whatever.